Resident Evil, and I won't be talking this one for some reason. I'll just be watching something. Looking at my Instagram, of course. Add me. Somebody add me, please. Oh. Go this way. Always gotta be smart. What's this?
I'm just here to clean your windows. And with a clear change in attitude indicated by
okay, cool map. I like it. Let's go this way. Whee! Oh God, the fatty. Hey, fatty! Get away from our. Damn! One shot, one mother freaking kill. What do we need?
That's quite a monumental task. So let's actually start with one of the easiest of those characters, which is
this right here. So
in episode 7, labeled Shore Leave, the puppet Hubert Cumberdale digs up a dead body who Salad Fingers identifies as his brother back on leave from the Great War. Already you can see how Salad here is a little
give me this, boy.
As he attributes the digging of the hole to Hubert, a finger puppet, rather than himself, giving us further evidence that he switches.
Ooh, shotgun, bro. I'm gonna try to get that.
Those moments from his own memories. Now,
so it looks like I need a key card. Spare keys. Oh shoot, yo, bro. Yep.
And then ends the visit by kicking Kenneth back into the hole so he can return to the trenches and resume his calling duty. It's about as pleasant of a visit as you can expect from a half-decade voice. Except, there's one flashback in the middle of that visit that's suspicious.
I need some booty.
By telling a story of how
bro, just die.
We then hear a typical flashback transition, and what we see instead is our Greek friend hauling out a measuring wheel and talking to a tree. Not quite frolicking by the river with his brother, right? Well, maybe he is.
Give me that.
His brother is the tree. Or more accurately, what if his brother is buried under the tree? I propose to you that the younger brother Kenneth never fought the war.
I played this before, so I just don't know. I know what to do. Some
buried under this tree, 21 yards away from Salad Fingers' front door. And beyond just the obvious flashback, there are smaller clues to this being the true story. First, notice that the episode is labeled Shore Leave, and yet Salad Fingers says Kenneth is headed back to the trenches. As a member of the U.S. Royal Navy, Kenneth shouldn't be dealing with trenches, as his battles would be mostly so
good. I'm gonna waste it.
Or a fabricated memory by Salad Fingers dreaming up his dead younger brother as some sort of war hero getting all the ladies. But that's not all. Let's look at the tree itself. See,
wait a minute.
This wouldn't be the only time that we see this tree associated with babies. During a dream sequence at the top of episode 9,
I don't need gunpowder.
has a conversation
Maybe.
with that same tree, which now sprouts a face and complains about wanting to come inside to escape the cold. The difference, though, is that this time the tree calls him Daddy.
I'm cold out here, Daddy.
Salad Fingers refuses to help Mr. Branches, saying that the baby needs to grow out of its branches and come inside. It wraps itself
Die,
around
piece of
itself, enters the dream, and leads to a secret. It actually gives birth. In fact,
thank you, God. How is
Salad Fingers episodes, baby imagery is everywhere. From Salad Fingers finding a baby carriage for his nettles and starting to lactate in episode 3, to him being attacked by the baby tree and literally giving birth in episode 9. But probably the clearest place that we see it is in episode 4, Cage, where Salad Fingers is literally followed around by an embryo. And that's no exaggeration. Just look at this thing. The large folded over forehead, the veins visible under the skin. It looks exactly like a baby in the womb. It even makes baby noises throughout the episode. But the giveaway here is the eyes. Salad Fingers may be abstract in its art style, but it's not sloppy with its imagery. Pay careful attention to the eyes of the characters who appear throughout the series. The living characters, like Salad Fingers and Bainbridge, Varsity Jacket Kid, and Milford Cubicle prior to his death, all have normal-looking eyes. The puppets all have buttons.
Let's go. Ooh, easy. Give me this. What is this? I'm gonna. Oh, that actually kind of looks like something. Hold up.
Just compare the two. Look at an embryo, look at this character. They are one and the same. But what does it all mean? Well, in Cage, we see Salad clearly disturbed by this thing following him around. He starts the episode eager to find France because, as he says,
I've always wanted to go there.
but once he realizes he's being chased by the embryo, he immediately puts off his goal for another day, returning home to hide. And it's not like this thing is menacing, quite the contrary, he's actually incredibly friendly, with hearts appearing around it when it speaks to Salad Fingers and proposing to him with a ring. Sure, it also lures him out of the house with a grubby tap, leading him to a bear trap and locking him into a cage. Hey, it was for love. I swear. I did it all for love. The episode ends with Salad disappearing, flying away on a tap, once again wearing his beret in France, while the embryo sits there and cries. It's a bizarre sequence, but also one that seems pretty literal.
Hold on.
The tree is the second time that we see Salad Fingers actively walking away from babies looking for affection. In fact, the presence of the baby prevents Salad Fingers from pursuing his dream of finding France and which shows how Salad's psyche
I've got something to show you.
It's a metaphor that continues in episode 9, where having baby Yvonne starts as a happy moment.
Whoa!
Doesn't listen to him,
Oh no, I'm out of here.
starts to kill him to the point that the
Oh, them jukes, get the freaking ankles broke,
chair and decides to give her away. Time and time again throughout the series, we see Salad Fingers turning away from children, running away from them, trapped by them, and in some instances outright killing them, as is the case with the boy that he accidentally locks in the oven. One of the few events in the series that we can actually confirm is a real occurrence, since we see the letter from his Letterman jacket buried in a pile of junk midway through the final episode.
Okay, so that...
Well, at this point we've covered about half the episode, meaning that there's still quite a bit to go, and the hardest questions are yet to come, including the identities of his mysterious finger puppets and the super dark imagery of the final ending. So I know you're gonna hate me for it, but I have to call this one a two-parter. So first, make sure you're notified from
easy! No, the edge, so all tonight. Don't tell me to shut up. No, you just talk to me.
It's finally time. Pardon?
I knew she'd make it.
Know her?
Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her.
Hello, Internet. Well,
that court,
it's a film theory, and I hope you're ready, because in honor of Halloween this time, we head once more into the twisted mind of Salad.
I'm on it.
So last episode, we established that Salad Fingers is set to the UK during the year 1939, trapped in his own mind in World War I. We also saw the recurring theme of Salad
I put a bitch in a place and I gave her a stick and I bet she obeyed.
and how his fractured mind constantly hops between different personalities. What does it all mean? How do these individual pieces add up to one overall narrative? And what would the ending be? You've had to wait long enough, so let's not waste any more time. When looking at 10 episodes of Salad Fingers, there's a definite shift midway. But it's in episode 6. Much more intentional. It's this episode that makes it clear that the random isn't there for shock value, but rather possess a deeper meaning crucial to unraveling the plot. The episode revolves around Fisher giving the titular present of a horse to Salad Fingers, a gift that seems completely arbitrary until we see old Horace Horsecollar appear again in one of the final and most gruesome moments from the series. Episode 10's visit to Dr. Papanak, where the doctor has launched through the air and
what do you want me to go for him?
horse, staring into his stomach. As an animal lover, it's brutal to watch as the horse stares at Salad Fingers' eyes. So clearly, these moments are highly symbolic, but symbolic of what, exactly? Well, let's hop back into episode 6 to figure it out. Jeremy Fisher appears, and Salad greets him by saying,
Jeremy Fisher.
You see him? You see him?
You are fighting.
so immediately surprises early, but this is a line that takes on a whole new tone just a few minutes later when, in the same episode, Salad repeats it again.
Jeremy Fisher. I thought you were out fighting the Great War.
Things have gotten serious in a hurry, but why is Salad Fingers suddenly so aggressive towards Jeremy? To truly understand that, we need to first piece together their conversation. And piece together is an accurate description because, believe it or not, the conversation happens in two chunks, separated out and removed from one another. One side of the conversation happens when Salad is out playing with Horace Horsecollar at the local toilet, and the second half is in the house directed at the finger puppets. What seems like two fragmented streams of thoughts, when spliced together, actually gives us one completed conversation between Jeremy and an angry father, both played by Salad Fingers' fractured mind. Here it is, laid out.
Jeremy Fisher. I thought you were out fighting the Great War. Pardon? I'd like a word with you. I don't understand. I've got one for you.
Oh yeah.
This one's cast out.
Guys, today, now I don't know if you have Instagram, but there is an editing.
With aspirations of
I don't know.
devouring
Okay, so to
her
find
rose.
these Corey. Okay, so there are all these Corey Kenton like fan profiles. This one is Corey X Kenton. They keep track of how many times I've liked their.
Storytelling.
And I'm gonna get into
I
it.
don't know about you, but it makes so much more sense. What we see in this pivotal moment is the father figure actively threatening a former soldier, Jeremy, for trying to
The mic, the girl.
flower
So
his
you
daughter.
know they
The
got.
flower.
How? What?
That break out the old horizontal mambo.
Let's
All
read the
right,
cat.
enough of what's the old
We got some self.
rehashing past
Just,
memories.
I'm not even
The
gonna
fact
say
that
nothing for this.
puppet in the end, or cannibalizes the head of some other salad fingers.
Bro, if they're gonna follow me back, if they wanna follow me, why don't they accept my request?
Most likely, maybe, but it seems like the father's fears about Jeremy might have been well-founded. You see, think for a minute about the horse Jeremy gives to Salad, and then remember the fact that it appears again in a doctor's office to have its stomach ripped out. Knowing what we know about the accusations against Jeremy, let's say for a second that he is indeed trying to deflower this young girl, and what's more, that he succeeds in doing so. Under this context, Jeremy giving Salad Fingers the present of a horse is symbolic of him getting the girl pregnant. Likewise, that means she would need to go see a doctor to have things taken care of, be it giving birth, or, on the flip side, having the baby aborted. And that's the memory we see Salad relive in episode 10, as at the doctor's office, Salad once again flips through a couple personalities where he starts as the girl getting examined by the doctor.
I suppose you'll be checking me.
Bro, if they're gonna follow me. Oh yeah. Sorry guys.
A girl who really enjoys her
Chill.
persona, this time that of the mother encouraging her daughter while the baby is
Tango down.
I know it hurts.
Ooh.
Just try and sit still. Whilst the doctor reads your blood.
Ah, the miracle of childbirth at the hands of a Swiss Army knife doctor. And for as gruesome as
Oh shoot.
the title of this episode is Birthday. So we're now left with
Jesus
$1 million
Christ.
whose birthday is it? None other than our good friend, second to the crucial finger puppet.
Hey, it's the Bay.
Plenty of
Yourself.
I'll be right there.
Okay, that was just weird. Alright, back. Frick.
Cupid's birthday.
but also in a very short scene.
Mm-hmm.
Visual of Hubert being abandoned on the ground, surrounded by branches. You know, as I covered last episode, baby imagery is everywhere in this series, especially babies being abandoned, with Mr. Branches from episode 9 being one of the strongest examples. So to depict Hubert lying there amongst a bunch of broken branches, all while a tree has somehow grown between his legs, is an important
No, poop.
is clearly the baby. But there are other hints as well. For instance,
Ew.
Baby Salad, adopting the voice of a scolding parent, kicks Hubert off the bed into a tray of muck, saying,
Scrub that muck off at once, Hubert Comberdale.
an insult is pointing to the fact that Hubert was born of a black father.
Marvin,
This
quick
equates during the
situation.
World War I era was of
Surrounded by...
This was a time in history when immigration into the UK was on the rise due to the war. As a result, what's known as scientific racism flourished. A time in which
Marvin,
one
you copy?
Europeans used false scientific claims to prove that they were the
I have to. These are all important shtick.
overall intelligence. That, coupled with the increased information caused by the war, resulted in attitudes like the one Salad Fingers expresses. It's a key point of seeing Hubert ostracized by his own
Oh no, wait, I'll come back here later.
It's even reflected in the way that Hubert tastes. In episode 2, we see that Hubert,
Tastes like something.
again indicating a different status than someone like Marjorie, who tastes like
Ah, dumb.
How does this all fit with the ending? As a refresher, Salad Finger encounters a table with 5 other salad finger-looking creatures, except each is Actually, and here's why. Salad Fingers is Hubert Cumberdale, the child born out of wedlock that never found his place, always being ostracized by a family that never found him in the first place. And this ending shows that he finally feels as though he's found acceptance, a place where he fits in. He's found his family. Granted, it's a family of deformed babies who don't actually acknowledge his existence, but hey, it's enough for him, and who am I to take that away from our little green hero? So first, how do we know that Hubert and Salad Fingers are one and the same? Well, it's worth noting that after the doctor scene in the forest, Hubert, as we discussed, gets left behind. Suddenly, when Salad Fingers is back at the house, the birthday party is no longer for Hubert, it's for him. He's the one the presents are for, and he's also the one excited about how the other guests remember him on his big day.
For me, I thought you'd all forgotten.
It's also worth noting that randomly, Hubert is wearing a top hat in this episode, and what gift does Sally get at the very end of the video? A similar looking top hat. But it goes beyond that. The Hubert puppet is also the only one able to change forms, becoming black goo that burns to the touch. Unlike the other finger puppets, this one is supernatural, a construct of Salad Fingers' mind, unlike the other characters, which are more grounded in reality. Hubert is also seen the most, and is one that we see in life-size scale multiple times. Even sharing Salad's own memories. But despite all of this,
I win.
the only
I mean,
Salad Fingers
what do I have? I have that. Get that. I have this. So just run. Get them jukes. Get them freaking niggas, bro. Yeah, shit. Open, god dang it.
in episode 8, just how lonely he is. So much so that he keeps a memorial of hairs, 5 different hairs, each one a different shade and color.
You all look so beautiful together. Okay, look at questions.
Yeah.
At the end of the episode, he's supposed to get rid of something that is so...
I'm gonna just throw some. That's pretty much cool. Everybody was up.
I did smell one. It tastes like poop.
Yeah. Okay. Holy poop! Oh, I smell it! Oh, thank God. Oh. Do it now.
If episode 10 doctor's appointment is any indication, potentially died in childbirth.
Ah, budge!
5 lost loved ones, run away, dead, or disappointed, leaving Salad Fingers, should I say Hubert, alone in his made-up reality, stuck in time and trapped in his own
Get them jokes! Get them freaking niggas, my boys!
So important. The platoon is all there, and the gift he's given is a hat, a friend hat, like the one he gave to Hubert back in episode 5. He's finally accepted. He's found his...
Alright, where are you?
It's as though Salad Fingers has finally come to grips with who he is, leaving the puppet behind in the woods and being born again into his true role.
Yeet.
The episode titled Birthday. Actually, that's a what's the deal with Milford Cubicle or why it's his skin making the friend hat. Maybe it's just a remnant of the real world poking in. I don't know. I'm a theorist. I'm not a miracle worker.
Back up, boy. Ooh. Here, make him deaf. Easy money. Winner, winner, motherfucking chicken dinner. Oh yeah, I didn't even know that. Yo, bro, I didn't even see that. Oh, yo, bro, this is actually kind of scary. I'm not. Okay.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Film Theory.
Oh, them jukes. No, no, no!
Fear itself. Roll that. And demonetization! Now, as anyone who's ever watched me play a horror game can tell you, I'm a pretty big scaredy cat.
Just die, you piece of...
Startled for a moment, but it's pretty rare that horror movies stick with me and keep me from getting sleep at night because 99% of the time,
Yay!
I rationalize that it's a movie. Sure, great white sharks, or genetically mutated great white sharks, or prehistoric super great white sharks are scary in the moment, but their movies are works of complete fiction. And while you certainly got some slasher movies based on real-life serial killers, I deal with psychotic people all
I kid you
the time.
not.
My job is on the internet after all. Ba-doom-ching. No, what's really unnerving to me is that little voice in the back of your head that says that supernatural phenomena might actually be true, which is why
Sorry.
Conjuring movies tend to be so terrifying.
Oh, my hands stink.
These films well-shot psychological horror pieces, but because they claim to be retellings of real events. If you're not familiar, the Conjuring universe includes two main series titles about haunted houses and demonic possessions, two Annabelle movies about a doll that's haunted because, I mean, just look at the thing, and now The Nun, which is about a demonic nun whose eyes seem to indicate an advanced case of jaundice. Well, the truth about the Annabelle movie should be taken with a grain of salt, and The Nun should be taken with, like, a kilo of salt. The Conjuring and its sequel are actually pretty interesting. You see, Ed and Lorraine Warren, the main characters, are the real names of the real ghost hunters who claim these are real cases where these things really happen. And that got me thinking about two things. Number one, that I don't have nearly enough holy water in my house. And number two, just how true are these ghost stories? I mean, these movies are creepy as all get out, and you're telling me they're real? How worried do I actually need to be? Are they real insofar as Ed and Lorraine claim these stories? Are they actually supported by real evidence? Are they true stories, or are they true stories? So today, not only do I want to explore how real The Conjuring gets, but also how true a story needs to be for it to claim that it's based on a true story.
Oh, wait, I think I
Turn
know.
off the lights, and don't turn around to see that shadow crawling up behind you. Because today, we're looking
Ah, poop.
at
Oh, get the makeup right! Whoa, whoa! Oh, what are you gonna do? You gonna do? Yeah, poop, poop. Stop, stop.
Carolyn reports that she is being attacked by some sort of female entered.
Freak off with that.
Sacrificed her week-old child to the devil and then killed herself. Carolyn becomes possessed by Bathsheba. The Warrens perform an exorcism, and the spirit is driven out.
This is the story of the first Conjuring, but how much of that is real? Well, for starters, Ed and Lorraine Warren were really the top demonologist and medium duo of the era. Can't really imagine how many people were actually...
Oh, yo, bro, I'm so scared.
But regardless, they had a laundry list of famous
Break off!
investigations legends under their belts, including ones that inspired movies not in the Conjuring franchise, like the Amityville Horror and A Haunting in Connecticut. One of those cases was the spirit named Bathsheba haunting the Perrin family, whose names weren't changed for the film. In interviews, Andrea Perrin, the older child, did say that the movie captured the essence of what they were going through. She's been upfront about witnessing her mother's exorcism and has gone on record to say,
I thought I was going to pass out. My mother began to speak a language not of this world, in a voice not her own. Her chair levitated, and she was thrown across.
Give me that, boy.
The spirit was, she perceived herself to be a mistress of this house, and she resented the competition my mother posed for that position.
The father Roger had similar things to say.
She was possessed. Her entire body was distorted, and it lasted several hours until they
Give me this. Give me this.
recognized her.
Now, of course, those are just interviews. It's easy enough for people to lie. The Bathsheba bit, on the other hand,
What the?
according to Andrea Perrin,
Mrs. Warren came into the house wearing nothing. She stepped into the kitchen and said, I feel a dark presence.
this is where Bathsheba we did some more digging and
Some
definitely was a woman named Bathsheba Sherman who lived there in the mid-19th century, but it doesn't appear that she was the same
Oh, yo, bro.
that she was a witch.
I don't have any healings.
3 out of her 4 children died young, but this was also a time when agitated babies were prescribed gin and opium to help them down, so suffice it to say
Holy crud.
hundreds wasn't exactly proof of witchcraft. Apparently, the rumors of Bathsheba's witchcraft started when an infant mysteriously died in her care, killed by a large sewing needle that was impaled into the base of the skull. But there are no records of any charges against Bathsheba that actually stuck. It's unclear how seriously people took these rumors, considering she was buried in the town cemetery next to the graves of her children, which doesn't seem like something a Christian community would do for someone who was thought to be a Satanist. That said, for Lorraine Warren to walk into the house and come up with the name Bathsheba is interesting and awfully specific, until you consider that the Warrens were brought onto the case in the first place by a local paranormal group, meaning that they very well could have been fed the local legend before meeting
I am so stupid.
So overall, the people, the place, and the details of the haunting appear to be real, even if the actual ghosts and witches might not be. You would expect the sequels and spin-offs of The Conjuring to have much less basis in real events, but that doesn't seem to be the case. The Conjuring 2 is based off the Enfield poltergeist case in England in the 1970s, which again,
Whoa.
in this one, Janet Hodgson, the second oldest of 4 children, finds herself possessed by the spirit of an elderly man, Bill Wilkins, who states that he wants to reclaim his home.
Janet, are you alright?
My name is Bill Wilkins, and I'm 72 years old.
And unlike in the first Conjuring, that isn't just a scene from the movie, but real life. The BBC made a documentary about the alleged haunting, and investigators have lots of audio of 11-year-old Janet Hodgson sounding more like a 100-year-old coal miner who smokes like a chimney.
Is anybody there? No.
It takes a while, but listen long enough, and she eventually identifies herself as an old man named Bill Wilkins, who died of a brain hemorrhage in a very specific chair in the house.
I had an injury, and I fell asleep, and I died in the chair in the corner downstairs.
This is a nice story made up by the kid, right? Well, maybe.
Ugh, fudge.
Bill Wilkins' son Terry listened to the recordings and identified the voice as sounding very much like his father's, and that the cause and place of the death were correct. No, the events that caused the Warrens to get involved in the first place are pretty irrefutable in both the movie and in real life. A policewoman gets called to the Hodgson home in the 70s and says that she saw chairs sliding across the floor, going so far as to sign an official affidavit to say as much. Most of the time in these ghost stories, it's the family who has something to gain by lying. It's hard to say how a third-party police officer called in to investigate would benefit from doing something like that. Over a period of the next 18 months, more than 30 people,
I am smart.
researchers and journalists, said that they saw heavy furniture moving on its own accord and objects being thrown across the room. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just gonna turn all the lights on in the house and grab myself a crucifix or 5. And that's gonna be a big heave and helping a nope. Nope. When it comes to Annabelle and Annabelle creation, these movies are based on a real spooky doll that the Warrens investigated before the events of the Conjuring movies.
Hold up, it's gonna take me a while.
Hello everyone, Johnny Hurricane here from Gamers Here on the second floor, right up from the main hall. When you enter inside of there, go behind the desk and you will find the safe right there. Just like the last save, use the left D-pad first, and you're going to go to save.
Ah, poop donkey. Break! Break! 6.
Then the right D-pad, and you're going to 2.
Okay. 2.
Left D-pad again, and then when you end on the 11.
Okay.
Open the safe, and you will get a weapon part for Leon and a weapon part for Claire. Leon will have his weapon, Claire most likely will not.
What's a muslin? Oh no, what is this? A custom, wait, break! Can't combine it with anything? Ooh, a gun? Ooh, I'll take it. I only have a little bit of health. Still good, I guess?
According to The Demonologist, a book that chronicled cases taken by Ed and Lorraine Warren, the Annabelle doll had been a gift, but began to move on its own.
Oh, no, break off!
The doll itself is even under glass at the Warrens Occult Museum in Connecticut. Still haunts to this very day. Multiple visitors who've broken the warning of don't touch the glass and taunted the doll have had horrific traffic accidents happen to them as they drive home. But don't worry, the draft you feel going up your spine isn't from the doll. It's from the cold hard rejection the local news guy gets when he asks his co-anchor to go see the doll with him.
Maybe next time you can go to the museum with me and we can,
No.
No?
Absolutely not.
You sure?
There isn't enough money in the world.
That is one cold shoulder. Now, it's pretty clear that the one thing all these movies have in common is that the way that their stories resolve themselves.
Oh, get the jokes!
Like reality.
How are you?
They continue to live in their farmhouse with spirits in the basement for over a decade. Janet's possession by Bill Wilkins was investigated countless times, with the ultimate conclusion being that the whole Enfield poltergeist was a combination of some simple furniture pranks and girls talented in ventriloquism. Real life doesn't wrap up into neat little packages the way the movies do, but the facts of the cases, the people involved, and the events described, even if they were hoaxes, are all mostly what happened. So at this point, here's my question. Is that enough to call these true stories? I mean, we have explicit laws in place that outright prevent false advertising. Is there a threshold for how much truth has to be in a work of fiction before you can call it true? Or, at the very least, based on a true story? Well, let's consider a couple of cases. Another horror movie, The Strangers, also claimed to be inspired by true events. The story is about 3 masked home intruders who show up at a house and proceed to torture the family there for no reason. And what was the truth behind that one? That the screenwriter once got a knock on his door from some strangers who were committing robberies in the neighborhood. That's it. And then there's the opening text from The Blair Witch Project and Fargo, two movies that flat out state that the events that you're about to see are either real or recreations of what really happened. So what were the true stories behind both of those two films? Nothing. Nada. Zip. Butt kiss. Both of those stories were entirely made up. The movies said they were real, and they totally got away with it. Although it should be mentioned that tons of people were fooled into thinking that the Blair Witch Project was completely true. The 90s, when people assumed that what they saw on the internet was real. Oh wait, they still do that today. So how are movies able to get away with this? Well, false advertising standards in the US are regulated.
I don't know, it was in my blanket.
But most of those
When I came back here.
are predicated on ensuring that products don't
Literally,
misleading health
after we went to, you know that, I was gonna wear my blanket, right? Then I found something in it. I was like, wait, is that my remote? I saw it with my phone. I was like, oh. Yeah, well, my mom did. My dad doesn't know.
iPhone 3G as twice as fast, half the price.
Cause it's under my blanket. No, I didn't ask. No, they didn't leave it on accident. They just gave it back to me, freak!
But neither of those things were true. When people sued for the ads being misleading, Apple's response was shock that consumers would actually believe their claims. Quote, plaintiff's claims are barred by the fact that the alleged deceptive statements were such that no reasonable person in plaintiff's position could have reasonably relied on or misunderstood Apple's statements as claims of fact. Yep, there was no way I could have misconstrued those giant words in all caps as being factual statements about your new product. In an episode about poltergeists and hauntings, I swear the scariest thing in it is corporate greed. So anyway, movies can say they're true, completely lie, and be ignored by the law. But here's the twist. Movies that are only partially true are actually much more vulnerable to lawsuits. This is mostly because fictional characters and their fictional families can't sue you, but the real people you portray in your film just might. For example, in the Denzel Washington biopic The Hurricane, in which a championship boxing contender is wrongfully convicted of murder, Washington's character, Hurricane Carter, fights another boxer named Joey Giardello. In the movie, Hurricane Carter beats up Giardello but loses the fight because the judges were prejudiced against him because he was black. This didn't sit very well with the real Joey Giardello, who was still alive and litigious when the movie came out in 1999. He sued the makers of the movie for portraying him as incompetent and damaging his legacy, with a judge from the fight calling the film's depiction of Giardello as ludicrous. He reached a settlement with the producers out of court, and lo and behold, the DVD commentary includes the director outright saying that Giardello was no doubt a great fighter. Even the Conjuring franchise has gotten into some hot legal water, not because of how true the movies were or weren't, but because the author of The Demonologist, Gerald Brittle, owned the rights to the Warren stories. He sued Warner Brothers for nearly $1 billion, citing copyright infringement. So how did WB get out of the lawsuit? By claiming fair use of the plots, given that they were based on historical fact. In other words, Warner Brothers' legal case rested on the stories of ghosts